Okay, winter break's here, and that's our main event, so let's start it. I've gotten all my grades back, and I did fantastic. Oh, just a second. Again, I can't hear anything. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Put the volume a little bit on my headphones. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty good. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I admit, I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets, just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now I just have to get all my packing done. Wonder how Anne's parents are going to react to Isabella. It's going to be a great winter break. Indeed. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone even better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. I guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I've made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone who wasn't in my family. Heck, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out what to do. Knock, knock! Oh, Sally, you startled me.
Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have...
Sally looks around nervously. After making sure the hall is clear, she shuts the door.
Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it?
I don't think so. Why would it, be here?
Sorry. Last time you all left, I let him out to run around the place and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying he didn't leave it in Dominic's.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep the little puppy a secret for this long.
So what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays?
Yep, my parents were even nice enough to spring for a couple tickets. I guess they missed me too.
Huh, I guess so. Wait, a couple?
Oh, yeah, they said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might be nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know?
Oh, yes. It can be very enlightening seeing where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone, though.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yes, it would be cruel not to take care of him. And he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others, though.
Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic?
Sally!
I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I've got to find that bone before Dominic does.
Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. And again, it might be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. She mentioned Max, and Max isn't even a candidate. Dominic, Rakesh, or Isabella. Must be doing pretty well points-wise with Rakesh this time around. But no, I'm gonna take my boo. +10. I guess with Sally out, Isabella is the natural choice. I think my parents will like her. She's feisty. I make my way over to Isabella's room, knocking on the door. Oh. She opens the door smiling at me as she sees me, but it seems she's on the phone. She holds up a single finger as she keeps talking. What do you mean you're going skiing? Without me? Have you forgotten who your girlfriend is? Now I know why her face looks like that. I don't want to hear lame excuses about your bro buying you tickets, Chad. I know what those damn slope bunnies are like. I'm sorry, what? Whatever. I guess I'll just find something to amuse me with while you're away. Oh, now look who's acting like a jealous bitch. Isabella pulls the phone from her ear and hangs up in a huff. Looks like things are rocky between the two of them. That boy's trying my patience. Sorry, cutie, what's up? Are you and Chad okay? Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm just giving him a hard time for not taking me skiing. Though he needs to learn to watch his language. I'll make sure he pays for that one later. Oh, well, I guess... Are you busy this week? I suppose I'm not now. I was kinda hoping to get away for a bit, but it looks like my no-good boyfriend let me down. Well, I might be able to help. My family gave me 2 tickets for a trip home to come see them. I thought it would be nice if you came with me. Oh, honey, I'm flattered. Are you sure you don't want to get one of the boys to come with you? Well, not really. My parents might get the wrong idea, though. And I did ask the 2 boys before, so it's alright. Oh, and they won't get the wrong idea about me. Isabella winks at me slyly. I can't help but giggle a bit. You may tease me a lot, but I like hanging out with you, Isabella. It'll be fun. Just us girls. I can show you around my hometown. Isabella looks wistful for a moment. Yeah, I'd like that. I get a little homesick from my hometown sometimes, too. You come from kind of a small town, right? Yeah, it's pretty dinky. Huh. I like my towns like that, where everybody knows your name. That's the kind of place I grew up in. Okay, hon, you've got yourself a date. When do we take off? Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Thanks, Isabella. This will be a lot of fun. I think so too, cutie. Now get, I have to pack my sexy undies. We both laugh as I leave the room. Just long enough for me to hold in my sneeze and then let it go. Beg pardon. Ahem. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents to let them know that Isabella is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends and say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision and finish packing in just a few hours. I'll admit, I don't really sleep that well, too excited, but I managed to get enough rest that I'm not totally groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Isabella and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably during the plane ride and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at Arrivals and take us out for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come back to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, and my parents are ready to call it a night. They head off to bed as I show Isabella to the guest room. And this is where you'll be sleeping, Isabella. I know it's not exactly fancy, but the bed shouldn't be too bad. Oh, hun, trust me, this place is a palace compared to some of the places I've stayed. Thanks for putting up with my parents. I think they were just happy I didn't bring some boy home. Give them some relief this time round. Oh, I can just see the reaction if you'd brought Max home with you. Ha! I'm sure he wouldn't have been that bad. Oh, please. He's damn cute, but he's a bit of an idiot. The boy doesn't know when it's time to turn off, you know? I know what you mean. Besides, I always love parents who don't see other girls as threats. It makes it so much easier to swoop in and snatch at their unsuspecting daughters. Are you going to swoop away with me? Oh, just you give me half a chance, cutie. Isabella winks at me as she starts unpacking pajamas out onto the bed. Oh, those are so cute. You have such great taste, Isabella. Isabella smiles graciously at the compliment. You think so? I got these especially for sleeping over as a guest. Normally I don't wear pajamas. She holds the top of the pair up to her body, looking down over it. Personally, I think I look better shirtless in the morning, but I guess I shouldn't do that with your parents around. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, thanks for inviting me out, Anne. It's been kinda nice coming to a small town like this. I grew up in a small town too, you know. This brings back a lot of memories for me. Of course, your Mexican food is garbage, but nothing's perfect, right? We both laugh at that. Isabella sits down on the bed, gesturing to a clear spot next to her. But really, thanks, cutie. Why do you always call me that? I mean, I get teasing me, but you're pretty persistent. It's like she knows that I use the name cutie in other games. I like to be a tease, it's fun. And while I may have talked trash on the phone, I really do like to stay faithful when I'm in a relationship. A little harmless teasing never hurts, right? Everyone gets a little thrill. Wait, you really think I'm just poking fun at you? Well, I mean... Oh! Isabella fakes outrage and jabs me in the ribs with a finger. How dare you! I never kid about people I find attractive. It just wastes time. I may give a little tease now and again, but if I like you, you'll know it. Like how you should know it by now, Anne. Oh! Isabella pokes me again. This time it's my turn to fake outrage as I rub the spot she jabbed. Hey, dagger hands, watch it with those! Oh, I'll watch it all right. I'll watch it very closely. Suddenly she dives in from my sides and starts poking and tickling me. I can't help but shriek a little. I don't know how she found my ticklish spot so quickly. Ah! I try to keep it down while my parents try to sleep, but I'm giggling and shrieking like mad under Isabella's torment. I'm gonna get you back. Oh, that is it, Missy. You're going down. I reach out for Isabella's midriff and begin looking for a spot where she might be ticklish as well. Ah, hey, hands off! What are you doing? Oh, I see. You can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh? I continue tickling around Isabella's midriff, causing her to laugh breathlessly. She reaches out to retaliate, and soon we're mercilessly embroiled on the bed, tickling each other to death. Finally, Isabella yells, "Truce!" and collapses in a heap on top of me. We can't help but laugh together as we try to catch our breath. At last, we begin to calm down, gulping for air as our giggles begin to fade away. Isabella's head is on my chest. One leg is over one of mine as we catch our breath. I like this. It's innocent and fun. I don't get this very often. What do you mean? Don't get me wrong, I like getting guys' attention. I like being that sexy chica in the room no one can take their eyes off of. But sometimes it's nice to just let my hair down and just be silly for a bit. I feel like I can relax around you, Anne. Like I don't have to try. It doesn't hurt that you're so easy on the eyes, either. She chuckles and smooths out my rumpled shirt over my stomach. You're beautiful too, you know, Isabella. I like being around you. You make me feel pretty. And I love your confidence. I keep hoping it will rub off on me. Nonsense. Look at you tonight. I honestly never thought you would have done something like this before tonight. Yet here we are. I guess I'm just feeling more comfortable back home. Well, it's sexy. You just had to bring that attitude back with you, huh? You think so? Definitely, cutie. Thanks, Isabella. What are friends for? I smile at Isabella as she rolls off of me. I stand up and head towards the door. Sweet dreams. Dream of me. I will, girl. I will. I head back to my old bedroom, feeling fairly good about myself. Coming back home was good for me, I'm sure. If nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision going away for college. Seeing Isabella's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Isabella, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. This has been a really good week. Probably one of my best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough. They even tried to talk me into just staying. But I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Isabella and I spent a bit of time away from my parents and got to see the few sights around my town there are. Mostly we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. Aw, isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. Well, time to get back into our regular routine, I guess. A new event already. Finally, though, it's time to get my head back in my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter and a few continuations from last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I don't have to learn new names this quarter. I even see a few familiar faces in class. It looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. I also notice another vaguely familiar face, a red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around before. Max notices me looking and follows my gaze. Oh, looks like Roxanne got into this class as well. Huh. Professor Task! Before I can ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him.
Welcome back to all of you who didn't flunk out of 101. You're not completely brain dead. Welcome to the class where you actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing and there will be homework, the majority of your grade this quarter is going to come from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we've discussed in class, so don't think you can just skip my class all quarter and bullshit your way to a grade A paper.
Wow, Professor Task is being really harsh right at the beginning.
That being said, as some of you know, I am a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. If you'd like to know more about it, Come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try to stay awake out there.
The professor drones on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lessons. By the time class is done, I've already got a page of notes to look over tonight. Okay. I'm pretty happy the professor's starting us up right away. It's nice to feel like he trusts our intellects to be able to keep up. I'm even pretty curious about the offer he made. I'm always happy to do a little extra credit after all. This could be a way to get ahead this quarter. I pack up my things along with the other students, but instead of heading out the door, I head over to the professor.
Hey, Anne.
Max, surprised to see you in this class.
I transferred over this quarter, actually. I heard the professor was... interesting.
Well, he's still a college professor. What's the worst he could do?
Please, I'm a tenured professor. I could order you to fight to the death, and the worst I'd get from the dean is a sigh and a frown, and he'd apologize for sighing.
The professor looks over the volunteers. Other than Max, I see a few other classmates I recognize from around campus.
Is this it? I suppose I shouldn't have expected more.
The professor scans the potentials with obvious disdain in his eyes.
All right. I know some of you here are looking to skate out of my class on Easy Street.
I'm pretty sure he looked at Max when he said that.
And there's no way I'm going to let you do so without a little entertainment for me. Therefore, what I'm proposing is simple. You're going to get together in groups. There are enough of you here to make 3 groups of 2. Go ahead, take a few moments and choose your partner. I'll pick up a few other students later.
We all look at each other for a few moments. Max and I look at each other, shrugging our shoulders. Suddenly, the red-haired student I could swear I'd met before comes over to me. Hello again, Anne. I didn't think I'd see you in this class. Oh yeah, Roxanne, right? You were at that Halloween party. Yes, we only spoke briefly. Nice to see you again. You as well, Anne. I was actually wondering if you would like to be my partner for this activity. Oh, I was thinking I'd pair it with my friend there. Max looks between Roxanne and me.
Yeah, I thought we'd partner up.
Roxanne looks over Max for a moment as though she's sizing them up. I think you will find me the superior partner for this endeavor.
Whoa. I may not be the smartest nail in the box, but I know Anne is. If anyone's riding her success train, it's gonna be me.
I think you just made my case for me. I have no intention of not pulling my own weight. I think it should be obvious that I will make the better partner.
Come on, Anne. Let's ditch her and get on with the lesson.
Okay, Max. This Roxanne is a bit rude, even if she is right about Max. Sorry, Roxanne, but Max and I live together, so it will just be easier to coordinate study sessions. Nothing personal. If that's how you want to do it. Roxanne walks over to one of the other students, who looks like he quickly accepts her offer.
Damn right I'm the best choice. I promise to pretend I'm carrying my weight.
I give Max an exaggerated facepalm, but I'm chuckling to myself. I know he'll at least try since we're in this together.
Okay, are we all sorted? Good. Here's how it works, kiddies. Your partner and you are study buddies. Your grades are intertwined. Once all the assignments are turned in and the tests are done, you'll both get the average of your 2 grades. However, if one of you gets tired of all that working, just come to me and ask for the answers to the final. I'll give them to you.
Pardon me.
You'll pass the class and you won't have to do any of the other work. Here's the rub. If one of you comes to me and the other doesn't, then the one who didn't ask for the answers will automatically fail the class. But if you both come to me, you get C's. Simple as that. Do you work together and hope you're smart enough to do it? Do you pray that your partner didn't decide to cheat? Do you take your C's and call it a day? Chew on that. Now get out of my class. I have things to do.
And with that, Professor Task just walks away from us. Most of us are left looking goggle-eyed at each other. Oh my god! The prisoner's dilemma? Can he do that? I might fail, What have I gotten myself into? Either way, I guess I'll have to keep my eye on Max. Don't fail me, Max. Filet mignon? How did you get that into a cafe, sir? So early in the new quarter and I've already got a ton of work to do. I wasn't expecting college to ramp up so quickly. I'll have to work just as hard to keep up with it all. Which is why I decided to take care of eating quickly and efficiently here at the cafe while I get some extra study time in.
Is that gonna be it for you?
This'll be fine, thanks Isabella. If I need anything else, I'll let you know.
Say that you do, hon.
She smiles at me as she walks away swaying her hips. Her work outfit is actually quite cute on her. I crack open the first book and start reading. I'm trying to read and eat at the same time, so it's starting off a bit slowly. I'm starting to get into it, though, when the door opens and one of my classmates walks in.
Anne! Oh, hey! I didn't know you'd be over here.
Car. Oh, hey Carmen. Already have work to do, can you believe it?
I know, right?
Carmen takes a seat across from me, slinging her own bag down next to her. There are enough books that it lands heavily. I'm just trying to get a head start on things. This looks like it's going to be a long quarter. Have to prioritize.
I hear you. I've got a bag full of books I have to start reading tonight. It's kind of crazy.
It's nice, though. The challenge is exhilarating.
Huh. I shouldn't be surprised to hear you say that. It's no wonder you got the highest grade in our class last quarter.
What? You must have done pretty well for yourself, too, right?
Oh, I did okay, but nowhere near as well as you. You're super smart, Anne.
Please. She's being very nice, but I know she was probably just behind me on the grading curve. She pulls one of her books out of her bag and opens it. We chat amicably for a bit while we both idly go over our lessons.
Well, aren't you two getting along famously?
Oh, hey, Isabella. Do you know Carmen? She's one of my classmates. Carmen? Isabella, one of my roommates.
Nice to meet you, Isabella.
Excuse me.
I've seen you come in a few times. Nice to meet you formally. Get you anything?
Just a black coffee, please.
Sure thing.
Isabella eyes Carmen a little cautiously as she goes off to get the coffee. Carmen and I chat a bit more. Carmen seems really interested in what I've been up to. She gets really excited as we chat. Whoa! We're both shocked as Isabella thumps the coffee down on the table.
Careful, Anne. Carmen here might try to kidnap you at this rate.
Ooh, will you take me on an adventure? Isabella's boring and just wants to take me back to the house. Let's go to Vegas.
What? I wouldn't. What?
Isabella laughs and I can't help but giggle a little. Better yet, let's go on a pirate ship.
I'm sorry. Did I?
That girl, hon, dream big.
Isabella's still laughing as she walks away. Sorry, Isabella just likes to tease me. I have to tease her back sometimes or she'll be relentless. Whew, 70. My goodness. Carmen starts to breathe again, not looking nearly as flustered. We eat and study with each other for a bit longer, enjoying each other's company before she decides to pack it in and head out. I should probably get going as well, so I scoot out the door behind her. We wave goodbye as we go our separate ways.
Smitty, that was an incredible dish.
Whoa. Who's Smitty? A quick 4-hour nap. Ha! A puppy in a lion costume. Oh dear. I'm a little surprised the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or something. I wander out of my room to grab a quick snack. I guess it's going to be a quiet night. Nope.
What? No, that's stupid. We're going to watch my show. My movie is not stupid. It is fantastic. I think that your movie might be the one that is steeped in stupidity.
Ah, there it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen. It looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way into the kitchen for that light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. Yes, finally can do this.
As much as I am curious about so-and-so's evil twin brother and the mistress they share, I think my film will make much better watching. Was that sarcastic? Rakesh, are you being sarcastic? Oh yes, I learned about it just yesterday. Specifically, so I could use it when referring to shows you like. Again? You are learning all the wrong things from America, my friend.
Alright, you two. Knock it off before someone throws a punch.
Oh, hey, Anne. Both these guys gave up on listening to me 30 minutes ago.
Hi, Sally. I actually just came down for some snacks. I thought everyone had gone out for the night. It was actually pretty quiet until all the yelling started.
It's Rakesh's fault. He refuses to bow down to my superior taste. This would be resolved if Isabella would acknowledge that I have brought the better entertainment.
Did you have an opinion, Sally?
Oh, no you don't. I'm not getting in the middle of this one.
Which just leaves you, hon. Come on, be the tiebreaker.
What? Why should I get in the middle of this argument? But now both Rakesh and Isabella are staring at me expectantly with the movies in their outstretched hands. Sally just disappeared again. I grab the DVD cases from the two of them, taking a moment to look them over while I consider. Isabella appears to have some kind of TV show bootleg DVD. The back is mostly in Spanish, but the word telenovela catches my eye. Rakesh, on the other hand, has handed me some kind of Bollywood movie. His case is mostly in Hindi. I've seen a few posters like this around the web. Oy, a Bollywood movie, Rakesh? Really? Well, I guess they're both kind of long things to watch. The others are starting to look impatient as I mull it over. Alright, Isabella, we'll watch your telenovela. I look the two over carefully, trying to pick. I have to admit, Isabella's looks slightly more interesting, if only because I've never heard of such things before. I start to hold up Isabella's choice, raising my eyes to meet hers, when I notice she's been giving me a sultry look this whole time. I can't help but giggle. Oh, you were going to win anyway, Isabella. Sheesh, put it in and tell us what it's about. Isabella actually claps with delight as she grabs the case back away from me and plugs it into the player under the big shared TV.
Oh, you guys are going to love this! I used to watch the show with my mother when I was growing up. Every day I get home from school, and before I had to do my homework, Mom would tune the TV and we'd watch for an hour.
What follows is, essentially, a soap opera. The dialogue is all in Spanish, and there aren't any subtitles, so Isabella has to translate everything for us. I've seen a few soap operas here and there. It seems like this one does all the same things, with all the same tropes, but with the intensity turned up to 11. Well, it's a Spanish soap opera, after all. Isabella is eating it up, having a blast telling us what's happening. Some of the reactions the characters have are hilarious. It's all so much larger than life, it's quite fun. I can kind of follow along thanks to Isabella's descriptions. It's pretty fun and everyone has some good laughs. Isabella is, of course, really into it. At one point she even takes my hand to proclaim how romantic it is that one of the characters fell for the lady, even though she's really an evil twin. She doesn't let go of my hand for a while, though. It's kinda nice. Finally, the DVD runs out and we all clap.
Thanks, Anne. That was a lot of fun. A real blast from my past, you know?
No problem. I enjoyed it too. You'll have to tell me more about the show some other time, okay?
Ha! I could probably teach a whole class about it, but I'll fill you in sometime.
So many points with Isabella. My goodness. And that's it. Oh, I unlocked a job at the farm. I'll have to check that out, I guess.